Hey friends, today we're going to summarize episode 8 of the anime Akira the Hero. Today's episode is going to be super exciting, but before we start, comment down below where you're watching from and don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Our episode begins with Akira talking to his friends. They ask if they can help him, but he tells them he doesn't want help from anyone. One of them replies that he might accept their help if they prove their worth. Another girl speaks up, mentioning a festival currently happening in a nearby town. There's also a beauty contest in the area, but the winner disappears every year. We don't know what this means, but rumors say they are either eaten or sold on the black market. Several adventurers have said the same thing, so I believe the information is true. They managed to catch the person responsible for that, proving their worth to Akira so he wouldn't consider them a burden anymore. The scene shifts to a girl named Latisnell who tells them, "Let's go." We see the whole group heading to the festival, and we also see Akira and his group on the same train. We don't know what lies behind this contest. The crowd was huge when they arrived in the town. The prize might actually be a meal, as this city has many monsters. They hunt them, chop them into meat, and freeze them. Upon reaching the venue, they find that girl Latisnell complaining. "It's unfair that you won't accept me just because I'm a demon." At that moment, we see Akira, who is surprised and thinks to himself, is she really a demon? She doesn't give off an overpowering force or anything like that. Just then, Emilia enters, very angry, and asks Akira, "Are you flirting with another girl, you idiot?" Latinelle gets angry and retorts, "I wasn't flirting with anyone, and I won't look at him. I don't look at humans, you clumsy fool." Emilia tells him the problem wasn't with Latisnell, but with the guys flirting with other girls. Akira replies that he didn't do that. He suggests letting her participate, saying he would stop her if she did anything suspicious. When Latisnell sees Yoru the cat, she welcomes him and calls him Black Cat. Yoru welcomes her too, saying he hasn't seen her in a long time and that he is now called Yoru. Latinelle realizes he has formed a contract. Akira is surprised. They know each other? Both are demons. Yoru tells him he'll explain later. Since they have some time before the contest starts, Latisnell suggests they check out the festival. Everyone agrees. She takes them there, introducing herself to everyone and telling them she's participating in the beauty contest, so she wants them all to vote for her. She's relying on them. She then signs her name on their clothes. Everyone is overjoyed, standing in line for her autograph. Akira is baffled by her behavior, but the cat tells him she is unique but has never been evil. Later, two girls look at Akira and get very scared because he is nicknamed the Silent Killer. They run away when he looks at them. Akira realizes they were talking about him. Crow tells him he is famous. When he killed those monsters with his dark magic and restored peace to his town, chaos followed, which put many eyes on him. He went a bit too far for a wizard, which makes him interesting. Crow tells him that those who saw him call him the Silent Killer, and the name has spread throughout the town. Akira doesn't know why all this is happening. Crow answers that he holds something precious from the Adventurers Guild. Considering his achievements, he was promoted to yellow rank as a special reward. Emilia interrupts, telling Akira that this is very good. Since she has a double identity, she holds the silver rank, which is higher than yellow. She mentions that Kleka achieved the gold rank, held by only 3 people in the world. She is very strong in Akira's eyes. Tsukasa tells him that they all hold the yellow rank, so he shouldn't hesitate to consult them if he wants to know how to earn a living as an adventurer. After that, Emilia goes with her female friends to eat. Akira asks Yoru to accompany Emilia and get rid of anyone who tries to get close to her. Akira then wonders about the friendship between Emilia and Latisnell. Crow answers that the trip here took 2 days. Akira asks why Crow accompanied them, as he doesn't seem like the type to care for celebrations. Crow answers that he had a little sister named Amani. She was the only reason he held back his revenge, but he has gotten old. Akira says he doesn't look it. Crow explains that monsters don't show aging, but he has lost much of his power. The man who killed his sister is guarded by powerful mercenaries all the time, and it won't be easy to kill him. This is what awaits them in facing Gram Cluster. Akira is shocked to hear that name because he is a member of the royal family in Orok, the largest nation on the monster continent. Crow asks why Akira thinks Princess Emilia was targeted as soon as they entered the country. Akira answers that Gram sold information to the demons and has the power and authority to check traveler logs whenever he wants. Crow confirms this, saying he verified it while he was unconscious. He then tells Akira he needs to know who made the Leia Scepter. Akira doesn't understand the connection. Crow explains that the Leia Scepter's magic crystal reacted with a crystal he owns, which is how he knew they were in danger. Akira thanks him for saving their lives, but asks why he's talking about this now. Crow answers that he did it and accompanied them specifically to discuss this. He saved him so Akira would owe him. He then tells him he has a mission for the killer Akira. He mumbles a few words before being interrupted by Jeris, who tells him they need to book an inn immediately. Crow replies that he has to go show there. Upon arriving at the beauty contest venue, he gives them his name. That gets you comfortable seats to watch the show. My circle of acquaintances is pretty wide, Crow says. Akira realizes that everyone seems to be indebted to Crow. Crow explains, that's just what happens when you live as long as I have. The scene shifts to the beauty contest. The contestants show off their beauty and the crowd loves them. They really are stunning girls. Akira and his friends are watching from the VIP seats up top in the front rows, thanking Crow for hooking them up with such a great spot. Then it's Amelia's turn. Akira watches her, totally mesmerized. She looks absolutely gorgeous and captivating, delivering an unmatched performance. Next up is the final contestant, Lati. She places a crystal on the ground, leaving everyone wondering what she's up to. She stands in the center of the stage, and suddenly the crystals light up, creating a spectacular effect. She throws off her cloak, introduces herself, and asks everyone to vote for her. The crowd cheers, instantly loving her. Akira is amazed. He can barely believe she's actually a demon. Yoru confirms to him that despite appearances, she really is one. Now the contest is over and it's time for the results. The winners of the women's beauty contest are Amelia and Lati. It's a tie. This is the first tie in history. Later, with Akira and his friends, Lati says, I perfected my prep and special effects, yet I still tied with the elf princess. Akira tells her, you tied with Amelia, so you should be proud of yourself. Lati is thrilled to hear that. She doesn't mean to brag, but she really is popular with the guys. However, Akira says, my eyes only see Amelia, which makes Amelia very happy. Lati tells them, I'll win next time. I'm going to enter next year's beauty contest too. Yoru warns her, your father will be furious if you attract too much attention. She reveals, we had a fight and I ran away from home. Akira then learns from Yoru that this girl Lati is actually the daughter of the demon lord. Everyone is shocked. The scene cuts to soldiers gathered around Graham asking for his orders. Graham tells them, I don't need your services, but tell your men to keep watching them. I can take what the demons failed to capture and offer it up. I smell a profitable deal. We go back to Akira, who checks the demoness Lati's stats. He finds out she's a water and fire mage, and her stats are absolutely insane. Amelia admits, I knew she was incredibly powerful from the start. I've been using the world eye without telling you, Akira. Some people hide their true strength. It's called suppressing magical energy, but I can see through that too. Crow then informs them that lodging has been arranged. Lati says, I can't just camp anywhere. My presence might not bother you guys, but it would probably disturb the sleep of other humans. I'll see you tomorrow when we collect our prizes. She bids them farewell, but then asks for Akira's name again. Latinel speaks to Akira saying, I don't know your name. Akira introduces himself. Latinel replies, Akira, I'll remember that, brother. Akira thinks to himself, she's still calling me that. Akira asks why they have to go receive their prizes tomorrow. Tsukasa answers that they weren't ready on time. Akira asks how he knows, and Tsukasa reveals he participated in the men's contest and won. Akira says, I see, thinking to himself that Tsukasa says this so casually. Amelia asks if the prize is food again. He answers that if it is food, she can have it. Kyosuke mentions he doesn't see Yoru around. Akira says, yes, I sent him on a mission. Crow speaks to Akira, I hope you haven't forgotten what we discussed. Akira replies, I haven't forgot, I'll think about it. Amelia tells Akira, forget about the bath. You're tired. You haven't slept enough in the last 2 days. They go to the room and Akira tells her, but I was unconscious for 3 days before that, and I've always been a light sleeper. Amelia says, excuse me, but I'm ready to use force to save you from yourself. She uses her magic to cast a forced sleep spell, and Akira falls asleep. Amelia then goes to Crow and says, remind me never to make you angry. She asks him what he and Akira were talking about. He tells her he offered him a mission. Amelia replies, I won't let you force him to do something he doesn't want to do. Crow says he heard Akira couldn't kill the demon. Margaret is surprised and tells him to believe what he wants, but not to dare touch Akira's way of life. He tells her he has no intention of doing that and didn't force him to do anything. The decision is his and he is risking himself for her sake. The next morning, we see Amelia and Latisnel talking about Akira. He is sleeping and exhausted, so they will go alone to collect the prizes. Sato tells them the kidnappers will target the prize collection location. Luckily, Akira won't go with them, as that would make them miss the opportunity. They arrive at an abandoned palace. This is the location sent to them to receive the prizes, but it seems to be a trap. The villains appear. One of them tells Amelia to come with them because Gramzame wants to meet her. He is the leader of the kidnappers. Amelia refuses to go and uses her magic, throwing magic orbs at them. She approaches and asks what Gram wants with her. The villain reveals that the winners who were captured had their organs harvested and sold. After rumors spread, Gram got rid of them with his money. He does this every year. Amelia says, so he intends to sell me. One cannot be a member of the the royal family without getting their hands a little dirty. Think about that carefully while you meet your end. Suddenly, Latisnell stops her and tells her not to kill them. They attacked me first, but fighting isn't killing. I believe everyone has a story, even villains, and no one has the right to end it. So, I won't let you kill them in front of me. Then we see Akira waking up from his sleep, and that is where our episode ends for today. To find out what happens next, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into episode 9 of Akira the Hero, and let me tell you, this episode is absolutely insane. We've got secret spy investigations, a romantic trip to the City of Water, and Akira absolutely humbling a royal guard in a duel. You seriously don't want to miss the ending of this one. It changes everything. But before we jump into the action, comment down below where you're watching from. I want to see how global our community is today. And if you enjoy these recaps, do me a huge favor, smash that like button and hit subscribe to join the family. Ready? Let's get into it. Our episode begins with Akira asking Giles about Kuro. Giles tells him that in the past, Kuro used to take on apprentices, and Akira's mother was actually one of them. However, she couldn't handle the training and suffered a nervous breakdown. Since Akira's father had left a while back, Kuro took full responsibility for raising him. He's known him for a long time. He's like a father to him, and Akira owes him a lot. He doesn't hold Kuro responsible for what happened to his mother. Kuro is a good person who helps everyone. Just then, the cat appears next to Akira and reports that she finished her investigation. She discovered that the people who placed those devices were followers of Graham Cluster, a member of the royal family. Their goal was to monitor and track the beauty pageant winners, specifically Miss Amelia. Giles asks if these are the same devices he saw at the Wright's palace. Akira confirms that yes, they record visuals. The cat explains that in this world, they call them cameras. One of the heroes summoned in the past brought the concept with him, and they reproduced it here using magic, keeping the same name. Then Amelia and the others arrive, and Akira orders them into the back room to discuss the plan. Akira asks, "Did you invite yourselves here knowing that humans are shunned behind the scenes of the festival?" He had asked Yoru to investigate, and Yoru found them out. He apologizes for hiding it from Akira, but explains they wanted to show they aren't burdens. Akira tells them he'll join them since their final destination is the same anyway, but he has to ensure Graham doesn't target Amelia again. Their next stop is the capital, Orok. Graham runs the Adventurers Guild there, and Akira intended to handle this alone. However, Kuro insists on coming along to guide him through the demon world, noting it would be useful to have someone who knows the terrain. Kyosuke suggests heading to the demon world border with his hero team. He opens a map so they can pick a rendezvous point. After choosing the location, everyone heads out to perform their tasks. Later, we see Kuro outside with Amelia. He asks if she's done buying supplies. She says she's finished shopping, but Akira is still checking out the bookstore. Kuro remarks that the trip will take 5 days by carriage, so it's good for Akira to have a way to pass the time. Amelia says she doesn't want to cause Akira any more stress and asks Kuro to take her on as an apprentice. Kuro refuses. Amelia insists that she's a target and doesn't want Akira to ever have to compromise his principles for her sake. She wants to become strong enough to defend herself and vows that she will never break. Giles then speaks up. That's right. Akira, you forgot something. This pouch. Maybe it's money or something similar. Before I smuggled you out of the royal palace in Wrights, I went to the commander's room and took what was left for you, but you forgot this. I don't know what's inside. He opens it and gives it to him. Do you guys know what was in it? Write it in the comments. Then they all say their goodbyes, telling Akira, "We'll do our best to get closer to your level before we meet again." Akira then departs. In the evening, we see them still on the road. Amelia can't take it anymore and wants to sleep, so they tell her to get some rest. She's exhausted from all the training. The teacher, Kuro, talks to Akira, saying he sees potential in her. He had heard of an elven princess in the past who crafted spells, hunted monsters, and healed the wounded in a way that was simple yet sophisticated. Her name stuck in his mind. Years later, when asked to name a child born in his village, he used part of her name, Amelia. Akira asks, "If you look up to her, why do you treat her so coldly?" Kuro replies that she didn't seem as impressive in person as he imagined, but ultimately she is very capable of training. He explains that the legendary hero possessed a technique called the reflection process, an extra skill. that allowed the user to copy any spell they saw. Akira is surprised because that's an insane technique. The difficulty of learning it is also insane. Mastering the ancient language is necessary, and it is highly complex. Every letter is imbued with enough energy to drive someone toward madness. If you delve too deep, you'll lose your mind and stop thinking altogether. Emilia faced this by crafting a new spell that only she can use. Kuro then tells him about the beast race, noting that they live twice as long as humans. However, regarding his mother, something strange happened. She drank a weird potion while pregnant with him, so he has lived double that normal span. Akira says, "I don't understand a thing, and honestly, neither do we." The scene shifts to Yoru the cat on his espionage mission. He goes to the guild to spy. At that moment, he sees Lati sitting on top of a tower. Surprised, she comes over and welcomes him. He asks, "What brought you here? Didn't you say you were going on a solo trip?" She says yes, but she hadn't picked a destination yet. "Tell me, why are you alone? Where are my brother and the princess?" Yoru tells her he is on an independent recon mission by Akira's order. Lati gets super happy, picks him up and begs to let her explore with him. Meanwhile, Akira and his group arrive at their destination. It is indeed the city of Orok, a magnificent city, though they know nothing about it. Kuro says he contacted Leah to arrive within an hour. "We'll meet at the central fountain over there. Go there at sunset and I'll send someone from the inn." Kuro leaves, letting Akira and Emilia talk. They decide to take the scenic route, a quiet stroll through the city, basically a nice date, and head to a restaurant. While wandering the market, Emilia craves something delicious. Akira agrees, telling her she should celebrate after studying the ancient language daily. Emilia gets excited because she's never celebrated like this before. Usually, the royal family celebrates the people, not themselves. Akira realizes this is her first time hanging out with him like this. She wants to go on dates and celebrate every day. She tells him not to worry, that everything will be fine and she'll become so strong that he won't have to lift a finger. Akira asks her not to push herself too hard, but she's ready to endure anything for him. He then tells her she overate. Suddenly, Leah arrives. She says she hasn't seen them in a while. Emilia welcomes her. Leah says she's been waiting eagerly to meet them again and asks to show them around. She takes them to the water to see the boats, explaining that Orok is the city of water and it's said you can't explore half of it without a boat. They hop in. While touring, Akira and Emilia enjoy it immensely. Seeing the city, Akira realizes it looks a lot like Venice. He sees a castle and asks Leah about it. She says it houses the royal palace of Baladim. She mentions her family is excited to meet them, as her father, King Aksam, is hosting a lunch to welcome Princess Emilia. Akira thanks her for saving them last time. She replies there's no need for thanks. She's just happy she could help. He asks about her spell, the Reverse Spiritual Barrier. Is it an application of Kuro's reflection? Leah says, there's a resemblance, but they are different. Her ability is an extension of barrier techniques, and strong magic can penetrate it. However, Kuro's reflection reacts upon sight, and is impenetrable, though she did base hers on his. Akira is astonished. He mentions Emilia is learning it too. Leah is shocked because it's extremely difficult. Akira is surprised by her reaction. He was hoping for a simple hint. Leah asks in shock, is Kuro passing down reflection to her? Akira replies, is something wrong? Leah says that generally speaking, Kuro was much more impressive back then. She had never seen or heard anything like shadow magic before. Akira replies that it wasn't exactly him, it was something totally out of his control that he can't use recklessly. Leah then takes them to the castle for lunch. Finally, they reach King Agsam, who is honored by their arrival. We will serve food, but let's talk first. I thank you for helping my daughter, whether adopted or not. Emilia speaks up. I got into trouble because I was kidnapped. Akira and Kuro are the ones who helped. The king says, I will thank Kuro as well. But there is another matter of equal importance. I have a request for you, the one who came to this world during the hero summoning. Will you accept? Akira says, depends on the request. A young man gets angry at Akira for disrespecting the king. The king continues, it concerns the assassination of a target. In return, I will ensure your safety in this country, and you will be rewarded generously. All I ask is for you to get rid of that vile Gram. When the king learns Akira knows Gram, he says, that simplifies things. I demoted him from minister to guild leader to keep him away from public affairs. But he hired mercenaries and is wreaking havoc in my kingdom. If we don't stop him, he will ruin the throne's reputation. I want your help. Akira refuses. That's your problem. I have nothing to do with it. The king gets angry. I heard you came from a peaceful land. Shouldn't safety be your priority? Akira replies. I can protect myself just fine. Also, I don't need protection from those weaker than me. The captain snaps. It doesn't matter if they call you the silent assassin or the slayer of 100 monsters. The praise has made you delusional. Emilia gets furious. How dare you insult Akira and imply he's a liar? She tries to use magic, but Akira stops her. I can prove I'm neither delusional nor a liar. My sword will do the talking. The young man is furious and asks the king for a duel. The king agrees. It's been a while since I've seen what the captain of my guards can do. They get ready outside. Akira tosses his sword to Emilia, stating he will fight unarmed. The captain scoffs. He used my tools as a skilled assassin. The duel begins. The captain rushes in with a powerful attack. He has speed and strength, but he misses. Akira lands a heavy blow and binds his legs. The captain gets angry, grabs Akira and attacks, but Akira jumps high at the perfect moment and lands a crushing blow to end the fight. The fighter's hammer shatters and Akira holds a knife to his neck. The king and everyone else are shocked by Akira's strength. Emilia tells the king not to dictate anything to Akira again. The king is annoyed by her behavior. An elf princess falling for a human? This is a dirty way to play. You realize you will live much longer than him. The king leaves and orders the soldiers to guide them to the pier. Emilia is upset by the king's words. Later on the boat, Akira notices she's down. She changes the subject and praises him, saying he was amazing today. Akira is happy that they don't think you're hanging out with a liar. Emilia says, I am very happy with your company and thank you for letting me discover the world. But Akira thanks her for choosing to travel with him and leaving her family. Emilia is overjoyed because he always chooses the words she wants to hear. She cries, hugs him and tells him, if you die, I will die with you. The scene shifts to Akira entering a luxury hotel. Karu is waiting and tells him the owner owes him a lot, so don't worry about the cost. Emilia enters, thrilled with the place. Akira takes out a book to read. Karu is pleased. It reminds him of a friend who also loved knowledge and reading. He was known as the Sage, skilled in magic and swordsmanship. His pen was his sword. His name was Saran Mithra. Akira is shocked. He knew him well. He was the commander of knights in Guile's homeland until his master killed him. Akira says, I owe this man a lot, and I will avenge him one day. I believe the killers were the king's personal assassins, the Ravens. Kuro reveals that the king hired that gang from Graham. Akira is stunned. Graham is the reason for the death of his friend and mentor. And that wraps up our episode for today. Wait for the next episode with some very exciting events as Akira uncovers more. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button to get all the latest updates.